There comes a time in life when a man has perfect clarity, and that moment for me is now. Stronger, faster, and more in tune with my mental and physical abilities than ever before. And that's why I have agreed to fight Roy Jones Jr. on Triller, September 12th. Triller is the perfect platform for me to partner with because it embraces all colors, races, and beliefs. And because it allows you to show the world who you are and where you can be you. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing me. And it'll be the most epic event of the decade with Triller as my partner on stage. There's a frontline battle and everything's on the line. And it will be something that you guys will never want to miss. And I hope you participate.
Here you go.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you very much.
On to the next round. And then after that is going to be the Paulie Ether. So I dropped a video on Tyson versus Tyson because, of course, Tyson Fury came out stating that, hell yeah, I want to fight Tyson. He was talking about a Mike Tyson fight. It's a legendary fight, Tyson versus Tyson. Mike Tyson really wanted to fight Fury. He was extremely pushing for the fight. So Tyson Fury then turned down the fight out of nowhere. So people were like, hold on, man. You was begging for the fight. You was requesting the fight. And Mike Tyson gave you exactly what you asked for. And this is what he had to say. Mike Tyson, people contacted me. Me and Mike had a phone call. It was all real, but never materialized. Someone who was offered the money to Mike came back and offered us peanuts completely. He wanted $500 million for the fight, according to Tyson Fury. Mike Tyson was talking about $500 million figure, but what came back on paper was a joke. It was $10 million, according to Fury. You want $500 million to accept a fight with a 53-year-old Iron Mike? Man, this man, Tyson Fury, really doesn't have no cojones. He ate too much of that wild boar. Bro, the man 53 years old. The last time Mike Tyson fought, he said, I broke my back. It's spinal. And you gonna talk about you want $500 million in order to hop in the ring.
Oh my God. I broke my back.
And this is ridiculous. Now, a lot of Tyson Fury fans, when I made the video and I dropped the video, they came at me talking about, well, listen, Akhi, Tyson, he does not want to beat Mike and destroy the guy that gave him his name and his legacy. Hold on. Why are you Tyson Fury fans / decafs are making excuses that Tyson Fury is not even making? Tyson Fury didn't say that. He didn't say, well, I don't want to knock out the man that gave me the legacy and the name that I possess today. He didn't say that. Tyson Fury said they offered us peanuts. I wanted to fight, but they offered us peanuts. He wanted $500 million. He wanted at least a couple $100 million. He wasn't going to fight Mike Tyson for $10 million. And I'm not talking about prime Mike Tyson. I'm talking about 53-year-old Mike Tyson, a grandpa version. Mike Tyson is old enough to be Tyson Fury daddy. And Tyson Fury doesn't even have the cojones to fight him. This is what Tyson Fury said. Even excuses that his fans are making are being debunked by Tyson Fury himself. Hear what Fury had to say. He said, I will have just loved. Again, I would have just loved to share the ring with him and move around. But if he had won, again, if he had won, what do you mean if he had won? Fury said if he had won, then people would have said I was rubbish because 53-year-old man beat me. And if I beat him, then I would have been a bully. Now, first of all, if you dance around and you share the ring with him, you don't have to knock him out. You don't have to be a bully. All you got to do is make it a legendary night. Tyson versus Tyson. You claim you the greatest of all time, right? A lot of fans say, oh, well, what if Tyson Fury knock him out? He don't got to knock him out. If you that good, you could dance around with a 53-year-old man. You got to be only cautious for 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, you could just dance around for 6 rounds because they were scheduled to fight for 8 rounds, right? So after 2 rounds, The next 6 rounds, all you got to do is cruise the rounds and jab and make it a spectacle and a circuit. But again, according to Tyson Fury, he said, I would have just loved to share the ring with him and moved around. But if he would have won and knocked me out, then people would have said I was rubbish. Come on, man. You really can't make this up. This man got no cojones because he can't tamper with his glove against Mike Tyson. His power ain't real. He knows Mike Tyson might knock his ass out. You know, like I said, a lot of Fury fans were coming at me talking about, well, Mike Tyson, he thinks this is some WWE. This ain't WWE. This is a real fight. Tyson Fury gonna smoke him. First of all, Tyson Fury actually fought in the WWE. That's first of all. Second of all, Mike Tyson really wanted to smoke. It was Tyson Fury who turned it down, claiming that what if Mike Tyson knocked me out? He said, I would have loved to share the ring with him. He didn't make no excuses that his fans are making, talking about what if he didn't want to destroy the guy that gave him his legacy. Like I said, if you that good, you don't have to knock him out. You could just share the ring with him. So quit making excuses. Make shit happen. Can you picture Devin Haney? Let's say when Floyd Mayweather, 7 years from now, Floyd Mayweather, 53 years old. Devin Haney, he's 30 years old. He's undefeated. He the best in the world. And Floyd Mayweather, he announces an exhibition bout with Devin Haney. And Devin Haney turns it down. We know Devin Haney won't do such a thing. We know Devin Haney will welcome the smoke with open arms. He would love to share the ring with Floyd Mayweather. You don't believe me? He sparred Floyd Mayweather when he was 20 years old and Floyd Mayweather was 40 years old. So the point is, Devin Haney will never turn down the smoke with Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition bout if Floyd Mayweather is 53 years old in a way better shape than a Mike Tyson today. Devin Haney will welcome the fight with open arms. But because Tyson Fury don't got no cojones, he turned down the fight. So you really can't make this up. Like I said, Tyson Fury, he stay eating that wild boar, that contaminated meat that doesn't allow his cojones to grow. Because now he can't be on steroids, no tamper with his glove. So Mike Tyson might actually got a shot to knock him out. Don't take my word for it. Tyson Fury is treating it that way because 10 million is a lot of money for an exhibition bout. It ain't like Tyson Fury is not making Floyd Mayweather the type of money. So it ain't like, oh man, yeah, that is a big risk because I'm making $300 million a fight. So if I take 10 million against Mike Tyson, yeah, that's a big L. Nah, bruh. Tyson Fury, he got paid 10 million to fight Wallen. He nearly got beat against Wallen. So why not fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition bout that is not even going to go on your record? Mike Tyson pretty much told Tyson Fury, like, listen, man, if you want to show homage, then fight me. Share the ring with me. And if you're really that good, take it easy on me. That's how Mike Tyson was treating the situation. Split Decision episode 47 is over with. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't and listen to these decafs. The dumb casual ass fans / old media that don't know ish about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, inshallah. Old media is the old wave. New media is the new wave. Is out with the old, in with the new. We the new mainstream media. We make things happen. We control the narrative. Paulie Malignaggi got fired. And then Tyson Fury next gonna get busted cheating for tampering with his glove. All thanks to new media because we are doing our job. We're not being emotionally attached to these fighters that cheat. We call a spade a spade. We give every fighter a fair shake. We being objective. So with that being stated, if you disagree, all you got to do is call in. Quit treating Akhi like the most feared on Split Decision when it comes to debating. These decafs treat Akhi like Mike Tyson. I got him shook. They scared to look every time Akhi's on TV. So with that being stated, this is a challenge to all the decafs, to all the decafs trolls, to all the YouTube trolls, the YouTube coons, you name it. If you have cojones, call in. I will end your trolling career. A lot of YouTube members stay mentioning my name in vain. They got nothing to talk about but Akhi. However, they don't got the cojones to call in on my own platform. Set up an appointment, set up a date. You got my number, so save it. Like Terrence Crawford told Errol Spence. So with that being stated, I appreciate every single one of my Akhis. Obviously, all of my Akhis know we don't debate boxing. That's for the decafs. I knock them out with ease. Easy work. We talk boxing. Because when the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. 3 things that could never ever be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. They will eventually come out. It's just destiny. So Paulie Malignaggi got fired. And there's more great news to come because Deontay Wilder will come through and drop that bomb squat on the mic. So, like I said, anybody can get it on split decision. So, call in.
You better
So don't duck me, son. Grow the cojones and call in. Quit eating that contaminated meat, that wild boar that doesn't allow your cojones to grow. Next show, I'm going to have more time slots. And I also have another show called Boxing Hood. Akhi Boxing Hood. It's going to be hosted every Wednesday with my own Akhi. I want all y'all to call in. I'm going to have more time slots. So with that being stated, I'm about to hit 30K. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate every single one of my Akhis. I appreciate everybody in the super chats. Shout out to OG Swag, RLM. And everybody in the comment section, OK Gusto, OG, Orlando, and everybody in the chat, T-Tone, you already know, Google that shit. Every time me knocking you out, you know what time it is, T-Tone. I done gave you 100 rematches and you get knocked out every single time. Please come up with something new this time. Quit repeating yourself. I lose my brain cells debating with you decafs. I got a higher IQ, so if you all ever dream of debating Akhi and beating Akhi on split decision and putting the blemish on Akhi record, you better call in and apologize on split decision. Because like I said, if I had a lower IQ, I could have enjoyed your conversation. So I appreciate it, and let me go ahead and take you all out.
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I still got the world. I still got the world. I still got the world.
I bear witness there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.